Hey guys, it's Comet Saturday. I'm not really able to do a regular kind of video that I usually do because I'm a little under the weather right now. Started yesterday. I'm better than I was, but still definitely not 100%. Okay, so I want to take this chance to talk about, you know, soft energy, which is often misunderstood. Okay, and also being able to respond in the situation. Okay. Now, first of all, soft energy, like I said, very misunderstood concept. Okay. A lot of people think soft as being passive or weak. Okay. And that's why I don't like the term soft. Soft energy. It gives people the wrong idea. All right. I have a friend who went to a Wing Chun school some time ago. Okay, it's a lousy Wing Chun school, and he was explaining the things which I said before in videos and things like that. Okay, you had to be aggressive, you had to get in there, and you have to take care of business. You had to get right in there and take care of business. Okay, and he was saying, "Oh no, no, we don't believe in that kind of thing. We use soft energy." All right, so I don't know why you think soft energy means that you're not aggressive. Okay, that's a problem. Soft energy refers to not being tense. All right, that's true. You don't want to be tense. You want to be relaxed, but that does not mean you're weak, and does not mean you're passive. Okay, it means that you have intent to hurt someone. Let's be clear on that. Okay, you're in a fight. You want to hurt that person. Okay, you want to break the person's structure, and you want to hurt them. You want to destroy them. Let's be clear on that. All right, but you do so without tension. Okay, tension meaning like, okay, no, that's not the idea. Okay, when you use relaxed energy, if I'm gonna do, a palm strike on someone, my hand is soft until that moment of impact. Okay, and then there's that hard energy. Okay, the yin and yang, the yin and then the yang. Okay, yes, but it's soft. If you want to use the term soft energy, but it doesn't mean that you don't want to hurt the person. It doesn't mean that you're not aggressive. Okay, you are aggressive. You do want to hurt the person, but you don't want to have tension. That's what it means. Okay, because tension is the enemy. It's your worst enemy. If you're tense, it doesn't allow you to perform the technique properly. It doesn't allow you to respond. You can't listen. When we do sensitivity drills, okay, and we do chi sao, and we do bridge drills and things like that, okay, and Filipino martial arts, they do the huba, this kind of thing, right? Um, those will not work unless you are relaxed. Okay, so that's why, yes, soft and I'm gonna call it relaxed energy instead of soft energy. It's very important. All right, but it does not change your intent. Okay, that's the first thing. All right, and the other thing is when we talk about no mind. All right, so then when we get into the actual response to a situation, someone's trying to attack you, you feel something. Well, how do you respond to things? Well, that depends on what the person is giving you. Okay, you can't answer a question if you don't know the question. Okay, so you need to you know maintain like when we say no mind, it doesn't mean no brain. Okay, you still have to use your brain. All right, but you don't want to have any preconceived notions of what a fight's going to be. All right, so if you think to yourself that every fight is going to go exactly this way and you're going to do this and that, well, what if your opponent does something completely out of the blue? You have just no, because I'll tell you, when you get into a street situation, you get people doing all kinds of crazy shit. Okay, if you're in a boxing match, kickboxing match, okay, you kind of have an idea what the person's gonna do. Okay, I mean, sure, they might try and throw a fake or whatever, but they're probably gonna start with a jab, maybe throw a front kick, teep, whatever. You sort of have some idea what they're gonna do. All right, and they usually do it because that's good technique. All right, it makes sense. And people who are trained, they're gonna do these things. All right, that's fine. But in the street, people are not trained, and they'll do all kinds of crazy shit. They're got their arms swinging everywhere like that. Okay, well, you would never see a professional kickboxer, boxer, MMA fighter doing that. You would never see that because they're trained better than that. Okay, but in the street, they're not trained. They'll do all kinds of shit. They might try and throw something at you. Okay, they might try and spit at you. Okay, they can do all kinds of things. So, so you have to just be prepared for anything which could happen, and that means having no mind. Don't have any preconceived notions of what a fight's going to be. Okay, and don't attach yourself too much to any one technique. Okay, if you tell yourself, no matter what happens, I'm going to jab him every time. Well, that's that might not always work. Okay, you have to, and so that's why by doing all these different things, training all these different personalities, and all these different scenarios and things, okay, it allows you to pull things out instinctively. All right, and in the heat of the moment, you're not even able to recall what you did. This happened countless times where in training and things, okay, I've done something, okay, and there have been a few real life situations too, okay, where I've done something and I can't even recall exactly what it was I did. I only know that it worked, okay. I can't recall because I wasn't thinking with my conscious mind. My subconscious mind took over. My spirit took over. You could say that that I didn't do anything, but it did something. Okay, it is, well, you can take that however you want. Okay, but it meaning I don't know, an outside force. Okay, which you're able to tap into if you understand this relaxed energy and concept of no mind. Okay, so to wrap things up, you want to have relaxed energy. You don't want to have tension. That's where the soft energy thing comes from. Okay, but you do want to have the intent to hurt the person. Okay, you just don't want to be tense about it. All right, because we're talking about fighting here, talking about combat. Okay, as much as I can appreciate the Karate Kid films and the Cobra Kai TV show, whatever, and how the Cobra Kai guys, for the most part, are portrayed as being the villains of the movies and shows. To be totally honest, they've got it right. And those Miyagi-Do guys, they're full of shit. They really are. Okay, they're like this concept of being so passive and waiting for the other person to strike first, whatever. That's ridiculous. Okay, that's a really, really stupid strategy. Okay, you want to take the fight to the person. All right, because then if you do that, you're the one dictating things. Okay, they're always playing catch up with you. If you wait for them to strike first, attack first, you're playing catch up with them. And all they gotta do is make a funny face or do something, and they'll know that they've got you reacting to them. You want to get them to react to you. All right, so that's the thing. So you have to be the one to attack first, or to act first. Now, act first may not necessarily mean an attack, a physical attack. Act first could mean talking someone down. It could be anything, but you have to take some kind of action first. You have to be the one to take control of things somehow, and that may or may not involve an actual physical fight. It may not actually go there. All right. So I mean, now we're getting really deep here, but you've got a verbal de-escalation. You have things like that, and these things are all important, and it's good to practice these things too, because if you can avoid a situation entirely, go ahead. I've avoided numerous situations before where I was just able to talk someone down. Okay, because I'll tell you this: riding the subway in Toronto late in the evening, there's a lot of weird shit that happens on there. Okay, and you have to be alert. Okay, and if you're not careful, you can easily get into many bad situations. All right, if you're not aware, not alert, and just So again, that no mind. Don't expect anything. Don't anticipate anything, and don't rule anything out. Okay. Don't ever be one of these guys who says that, oh, that would never work. Okay. A lot of guys think that way. They'll see something, it'll never work. Well, in the right situation, it can work. Okay. So, I've learned to never say never. Okay. I've seen some really crazy things that shouldn't work, but they do. All right. I mean, if you're playing poker and you're good at bluffing the other guy, the other players, technically you shouldn't be able to win, but you do. So sometimes you break the rules a bit, and it can work. So, anyways, okay. So that's the video. I just wanted to explain the concept of relax / soft energy, and the concept of no mind. Okay, very important concepts. Okay, you can do all the physical drills you want, and they're all important. But if you don't understand this concept of wanting to hurt someone, yet staying relaxed, it sounds like a contradiction. Okay, it's not. All right, but that is what soft and relaxed energy refers to. Okay, where people screw up is they seem to think that relaxed energy or soft energy somehow means that you're any less intent on hurting the other person. That's not true. The intent is always to hurt the other person. Okay? If it goes there. If you can avoid the fight, fine. But once the fight is on, once it gets physical, and there's no way out, take him out. That's it. Take him out. There's no other way around it. Okay? Close the distance somehow, or maybe he'll close it for you, take an angle, fuck him up. That's it. Okay? And that's the way real combat works. Okay? I feel that there's way too many people teaching soft or internal arts that don't understand that. They just don't have the right mindset for it. All right, and that's the thing. If that's the way you approach it, and you only want to think of it in terms of the health benefits and things like that, hey, that's fine. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. Okay, it's important. It's very important actually. But if you're talking about real combat, then that's the way it is. Okay? You have to be aggressive. You have to want to hurt the person, but you don't want tension. Alright. That's the video, guys. Next week will be a more normal video. But like I said, I'm feeling a little under the weather today. But I should be better in a day or two. Okay? So, any questions, as always, let me know. I see you guys soon.